Morning, coming up on GTEx, we've got this iPad 6 with a stuffed screen and an iPad 7th gen with, again, a stuffed screen. So yeah, hope you've had a good Saturday yesterday. So today I have got these two. We have got an iPad 6 with a stuffed screen and an iPad 7th gen with, again, a stuffed screen. So the difference is this one here, the 6th gen to the 7th gen. This one is just a little bit smaller. The black one's just obviously got a little bit more kind of real estate when it comes to the screen being a little bit bigger. I think it's a 10.2 inch. A little bit faster, a little bit more memory and storage, not as much. So it's whatever you can afford, I suppose. But yeah, these two are faulty. This one here, the white one, I need to get this one back in, or fixed today actually, and sent back to a little boy. So we will get cracking on this and get this replaced. We'll switch on to the bigger camera in a second. We've got the spare part here, our two spare screens. This is the white one. I've got a black one over there for the black one. So yeah, we will switch over just now, and you can see my little heating pad and how to take this apart and replace it. Very simple if you want to do it at home, but obviously you need the correct tools. Don't be afraid to try stuff. That's how I learned. I'm not an actual expert at this, but you know, we all need to learn something, and I enjoy doing it. So you learn as you go. So yeah, let's get cracking, and we'll see you on the overhead camera. Right, guys, see you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, we're back at my desk. So we have got the kind of heating pad element. This obviously heats up the iPad. It melts. It doesn't melt. It basically loosens the seal around the iPad, and then from here we basically dig in around the corners, and iPad opens up like a book with two connectors here. You've got the battery connector here, and you've got the LCD inside. It's usually the digitizer that's duff, so fingers crossed the LCD inside is not affected. I don't think it is. So yeah, as said, this opens up like a book. So we hold it here. There's two cables that sit here that plug into the main board, and then obviously that comes off, new one goes on. We'll replace the home button down the bottom, and we're good to go. So let's get this turned on. I will select, I can do this, you can either select phone, which is on now, and or bigger, which the top one is iPad. So we'll select the iPad. We'll put this like so, and we will let this heat up for about 5 to 8 minutes, give or take. So you can see the temperature climbing. So we'll let that go. We'll fast forward this, and we'll be back in a second, and we'll start taking this apart. Right, guys, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, that's set up to temp. That should be enough time. We'll turn this off, and we will start pulling this apart. Okay, guys, we'll try and get this off like a book now. See what's happening. Just nice and gently. Come on. I think what we'll do is we'll heat this up a wee bit more. We'll turn this off, guys. There we go, guys. That's pretty much it. So again, it opens like a book. So the main issue with these is this stuff here. It's an absolute pain. It's an absolute pain to get this off. It's got to be heated. So what we'll do is we will let this mat cool down, and then from here we will take the screen out, 2 screws here, 2 screws there, and then we'll get starting with the replacement. Okay, so we'll be back in a second, guys. Okie dokie, so we'll let that cool down a wee bit, guys. We're now going to take out the LCD. It's a wee bit groggy, so what we'll do is we'll probably give it a clean once it's out. A wee bit of shard of glass there, or the digitizer. We'll clean all this up. We'll take out the screen. Okie dokie, so then open up. Okay guys, we'll get the battery disconnected. Okay, that's the battery disconnected, guys. Now we'll get the 3 screws off for this here. This is the little cover that holds in the connector for the LCD, so we'll get that off. Come on, it's a little bit tight. There we go. And it's brought the LCD with it. So that's that one, easy peasy. So then all we need to do now, guys, is basically separate the main unit from the cracked digitizer, which is very easy. It's the case of now popping these two and taking this little connector out right here. Okay. So again, these just pop up. 1, 2, and then this little cover comes up. We will keep that there, and then this just comes down. So this basically, this right here, this little bit here pops up. So it comes this way, okay? Like so. Cable comes out. And then all we need to do is separate this from the main unit, and we'll take as much as this gasket as possible, okay? The more we can get off in one go, the better. So just be careful. We'll pull all this off. Okay, that's that one done, and there we go, guys. That is the screen off. So we'll put this aside, but we need to come back to it to take this off, but we'll do that in a second. So what we'll do now is we will clean up all this side. We'll get some alcohol in a minute. All this has to come off, this gasket stuff here, for the new stuff to go on. Okay guys, we're just going to wipe this screen down, give it a good clean. Right guys, we'll get the spare screen out now. This is it here. So that's it there. We've got the 2 cables behind here, but there's one thing that I need to do is take off the old home button for the new screen. So we'll do that in a second. So what we'll do is I'm actually just going to heat this again I'm going to put it on a phone setting, and then what we'll do is we'll basically peel this off just nice and gentle. So as you can see, I'm just literally peeling this back nice and gentle, taking my time, letting the heat under the mat do the actual work. Just nice and gently peeling. You don't need a lot of strength, this will come off, just take your time. We'll turn this off now. There we go, guys. We'll just take this gasket off. Right, guys, we'll now put the gasket back on this. This is a bit of a nightmare, this part, but never mind. So we will pop this here. Right, we're going to just now put a little bit of B7000 on it. It's just to secure these little 2 points here. You don't need a lot, so hold that down for a second. Okay, guys, that's the button in. We've transferred over from the old one, so I can literally press that and I can feel the home button working with the little tiny micro switch. And we'll now start putting this back together, guys. Let me swap this over. So yeah, this one here's causing me a problem, guys. It's just, it doesn't seem to sit in flush. Right, we'll try this again. Right. Okay, perfect. It just wasn't in right. I didn't feel it clicking in. I tested the old one and that went in perfect. I just didn't feel this one click in. So, right, okay. So that's the kind of digitizer on. We will then pop the screw, the LCD back in, just to make sure everything is working okie dokie. Take the battery out, put the battery back in. Okay, everything's fine. Screen back in, guys. We'll try and power this on now. Right, guys, we're back under the microscope. I had a problem with the home button. It would not go back to home when pressed. So it looks like when I've been taking obviously it apart, I have torn the ribbon cable. So if you can look just there, about right there, this is torn. Okay. It's more apparent on the back, so we'll flip this over. So there we go. If you look at that under the microscope, we'll try and zoom in, or we'll try and get a wee bit better focus. There we go. I've actually torn the ribbon cable when pulling this off, and I was so gentle. I've done loads of these iPads, so gentle to peel these off. It does happen. Just these are so fragile, it's unbelievable. So there we go, that's the torn ribbon cable, and in turn the home button would not work on the iPad. So I've ordered up a new ribbon cable. It's now fully installed onto the Digitizer. We'll get back to that in a second. All I need to do now is basically give the iPad a dusting down, clean everything up, and then basically seal the iPad up. Again, we'll test it before we seal it, but we should be good to go, and that was the problem there. So yeah, it does happen. Pain in the butt, but never mind. New one is installed and ready to go. We'll test that in a second. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. Mistakes do happen. In this case, I've actually torn the ribbon cable while being so gentle at taking this off. Right, okay guys, let's get back to putting this back together, and we'll get it back to the customer. Right, back in a tick. There we go guys, all done and dusted. So let this come up just now. I've still got the the backing on the screen, so we'll get that off in a second. And there we go guys, it does it all up and running. Don't allow. So yeah, we've got, let's go on to music. That's fine, we'll go for the back button. It's not secured in, so that's fine. It goes back to home. All good. We can swipe left and back and forward. Sweet. So that's it guys. Screen's on, so we'll now just put this back together fully. We'll just power this off. We'll disconnect it. There we go. Then it's just a case of now putting this back together carefully. So I now need to balance this, because it's a nightmare. Take the LCD out, keeping in mind you've got the connectors here that need to be secured in. So we'll do that in a tick. Let's do the connectors first. And this is a pain because we've got to do it one-handed. Let's see if I can do this. So this comes off guys on the inside, and then this little red tab comes off also. That takes the protective kind of smudging cover off on the inside, like so. We will then, we'll keep the front one on just now. We will then put a bead of glue round here. Okay, we will then take these covers off, these plastic covers off. Last one, and this is the fun part. Right, let's do this. So making sure this is secured down, guys. Just like to go around the corners and gently push in. But what I normally do is, once I find out it's okay, so it's turning on, okie dokie, we are back. So we'll literally take this off, guys. Excuse me. It has been charging. I'm going to just turn this round and then it is on. It's about 10. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to press the home button to get us in. We'll do the password. That's a simple password to get in. That's the iPad up and running. The screen has now been locked into place or glued into place. It all looks good. I'm going to do a software update in this. It needs it done, I'm pretty sure. I'll need to log into my Wi-Fi, so we'll get the software updated on that. Right guys, have a look at this. This is just obviously kind of close up on the map for the black one that we're about to start. You can see I'm obviously videoing on the kind of overhead and on my Samsung. So yeah, it's completely broken on this one. There's a lot of chips on this one. It's completely trashed. These two iPads are for two sisters. So I don't know if it was the sisters that dropped them or if it was the kids. My money is on the sisters. But we can only laugh. I can only laugh. They're easy fixed. So right, okay, let's get set up for this one. And we'll do exactly the same. We'll get this on the heating pad, and we'll get it taken off. Right, back at it guys, 2 secs. Right, we'll just turn this on again. We'll put it on to the iPad setting. I will need this. I will also need my tools again. I'll put them away because I tidy up. I've got a lot of glue on this one, so we'll try and tidy that up as this heats up. Right, let's turn this over guys, we're almost at temp and we'll get this pulling apart. So we'll turn this off. We'll just do this slowly guys, because remember, it does open like a book. Right, so that's that one done guys. A little bit of a problem with it being broken in certain places, it just kind of crumples and falls to bit. I can't really get a good, there's still some glass here to be cleaned up, so we'll get that in a tick. And then this literally folds towards you, and then you basically hold it on your belly while you disconnect the battery. And that's the battery disconnected guys, easy peasy. So we'll now do these screws down the bottom. There's only 3 of them, they're all the same size. And then this will basically pop out. And then you've got the little connector for the LCD. We'll use this. Pops out. There we go. And we'll put this aside. We'll give it a clean as well. Okay guys, exactly the same as the kind of the white one we did. So we've got these 2 connectors here, and we've got the ribbon cable that connects onto the home button here. So we'll take this one out first. We'll get some more cotton buds or swabs, and then we'll start clearing all this gunk up. Okay guys, that's it cleaned up, ready for the new digitizer. We'll swap this one out and for the new one, but first of all I need to put on the home button, and hopefully not the same problem as the white one. So let's get this all over here. Okay, so we need to clean this home button up guys. It's literally got glass on it. So I want to take this off, being very careful. There we go. Put that in the bin. There's bits of glass everywhere. We need to keep this here. I'll clean up this foam that's on here. We'll get that off. Put that in the bin. Right, so we are good to go. Again, we will give this a clean. We will then, I'm going to put the home button on this just now guys. That way it's in and I can test it. get this turned round. We'll need to take the front cover off, which is fine because this will be getting cleaned later. Okay, that's the front off. This is literally just to test the front switch, guys, or the home button. We'll bring back the main unit, and what we'll do is we'll start putting this back together. Alright guys, so that's us ready to get this back together. I just had to step away and do something there in the house. So let's get this prepped for assembly. So we've got the home button in. And that works a treat. Okay, so we'll get the home button cable in. Just going to move this, see what I'm doing. And this just slides in. Like so. We'll just double check that by taking it out. So we'll take that out again, we'll pop it back in. So when you pop this in, the little latch closes over. There. Right, so I'll tell you what we will do. There we go. It's better. Oh, good old hand gel, so I can use both hands. So we'll get this popped in. Oh my goodness, this is driving me nuts, this one. Right, let's try again. Okay, so that's that one in. We'll then get these two in. First of all, I'm going to take these off because they're a bit of a pain to get off in the last one. Right, let's try this again. We'll get these bad boys in. There's one, and there's two, but I'm going to take it back out just to make sure it's okay. There we go, there's the second one in. Put the cover back on that. Then we'll do the screen, guys. So we'll just lean this on my chest again, and we'll pop this in. Okay, that's it in. We'll just set that there. We'll put the battery back on, guys. We won't screw it back in just now. I just need to test this. So we'll leave this lying flat. It just sinks into position. We will then pull this over. We'll power it on. It should have battery. Okay. Maybe it doesn't have battery. Right, 2 seconds, guys. Okay, we'll give this a little bit of juice. We'll let it sit for a couple of minutes, let it power on. There we go, guys. We'll be back in a second because I don't know the pin for this one. Right, give me 2 seconds, guys, and I'll be back. 2 seconds. Right, guys, we're back on the kind of camera, my phone camera. So that is us finished. The iPads. This is the the 7th gen, and this is the 6th gen. So they are both up and running. They've both had the software updates to 17.3.1 done on it, and I think I've charged them up to, let's see, this one's about 34% battery, and this one is 45%. So yeah, that is done. It wasn't an easy one. Obviously, I had to replace the ribbon cable for the home button. So yeah, that's it, done and dusted. Another 2 iPads done and out the door. We'll get them to the users tomorrow. But yeah, have a good Sunday, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, guys, have a good one. See ya. Bye.